Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga with Maria. I'm Maria and I'm teaching the next generation of women leaders and CEOs to lead wholeheartedly and with compassion through yoga and the teachings of yoga. Today I've got a practice that's addressing the upper back muscles for you. And if you work at a desk on a computer most days of the week, or you experience a lot of anxiety and stress in your job, this one is perfect for you. You don't need any special props for this practice. If you have a mat, go ahead and grab it. Otherwise, make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any new updates, and let's get started. Alrighty, yogis, come to your mat. We're gonna start off in a child's pose. So let's keep the knees together for today. If this is really feels inaccessible to you once we come forward, you can take the knees a little bit wider, but we're not gonna do the child's pose with really wide feet. So bring the knees together, and then your belly will just come to fold on top of the legs. The arms are going to come back behind you this time, and the forehead will come to the mat. If the forehead doesn't reach the mat, this is where you can take a block underneath the forehead, or maybe a book. Even if it helps to bring a fist or two, you can do this as well. But ultimately, in this little session, we're going to bring our awareness to the upper back. So right away, you can feel a little bit of a broadening of the upper back in this posture. We tend to unconsciously, sometimes, often hold tension in the muscles of the upper back and the shoulders. But we also spend a lot of time hunched forward at our computers, or kind of curved forward in the upper back, and an accentuated forward curve in the back. And so we're also going to spend some time strengthening the muscles of the back and working on the muscles that kind of hold our shoulders in a more neutral position. In some ways, kind of clearing the line of energy in the upper body, which will help you stay energized and feeling good throughout your day. From here, walk your hands by the knees and just gently roll yourself up to sit on the heels. Once again, we're going to stay here for a few moments. If this is too much on the legs, you can put a block underneath the seat and sit in a virasana, or use a pillow to elevate the seat, especially if you're collapsing in the hips or you have any pain in the knees. From here, we're going to take our arms to the sides. Flip your palms up towards the ceiling, and then bring your shoulder blades. You're going to kind of bring your upper arm bones back into the shoulder socket. And as you do that, you'll notice the shoulder blades on the back. We want to pull the shoulder blades slightly towards each other, towards the midline of the spine. Almost like if you were to put a pencil between the shoulder blades, you could hold them there. So keep that, and then flip the hands back down. Yeah. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then release this. You're going to take the right arm underneath the left, bend at the elbows. The backs of the hands can press, or the palms can press for eagle wrapped arms. And then really press into the hands or into the backs of the hands, and you'll feel a nice opening again in the upper back. A little bit more targeted here on the upper back muscles. And then you can make little circles with the elbows, going one way, making sure if you go one way, then you take it the other way as well. And then you could reach the elbows down a little bit. Yeah, it'll activate slightly different areas. Maybe lift the elbows up. And even playing with taking the chin towards the chest and lifting the nose as well. You could take the nose slightly to the right and to the left. So just trusting yourself. I gave a lot of options there. Just trusting yourself that you can explore this with a little bit of compassion. For yourself, a little bit of kindness. So we're not forcing anything. We're just finding out where there's some sticky spots. And then unwind this, and you're going to take the arms to the side once again. Flip the palms up. Same thing. Pull the upper arm bones back into the shoulder blades and feel the shoulder blades on the back. Pull the shoulder blades towards one another as if you're going to hold a pencil between them. Yeah, right at that midline of the spine. Keep this, and then flip the hands back over. Breathing in. Just notice if you tend to kind of curve forward here and you're getting tired, or you're lifting out of this at all. So just try to find a neutral spine with a little bit of activation on the back. I know it's getting a little spicy perhaps. And then let the arms fall a bit. This time you're going to take your left arm underneath your right. Eagle wrap the arms once again. The backs of the hands can press or the palms can press. And then we'll do the same kind of thing we did on the other side. You could pull the elbows down. Really make sure you're pressing into the hands and the wrist here. Pull the elbows down. Maybe you lift them up. You can take little circles. Really moving again with care and some awareness. Making sure we're not pulling anything or moving through this haphazardly at all. Yeah, left to right. You can draw the nose left to right, or draw the nose in circles, chin to chest, nose to ceiling. Very, very nice. Unwind the arms, take the hands to the sides, and then the hands will come to the mat. We're going to find hands and knees. Set up the wrist underneath the shoulders and the hips over the knees. Breathe in and let the belly drop down. The chest reaches forward, chin lifts for a cow pose. Exhale, press into the hands and the tops of the feet. Puff up the whole upper back and let the head fall heavy for cat pose. Yeah, and then this specifically should feel like a nice big opening for the back. And then breathe in, let the belly drop down. Find that pencil between the shoulder blades. So we're bringing the shoulder blades back onto the mat. Look forward, chin lifts. Exhale, press into the hands and the tops of the feet. Let the head go heavy. Really puff up the upper back like a fluffy muffin. Breathe in, belly drops down. I'm always dreaming of muffins. Chest lifts, chin lifts. Exhale, press into the hands and the feet. Let the head fall heavy. Puff up the back. And then come back to neutral. You're going to take the hands about 1 to 1.5, maybe even 2 handprints forward. Tuck your toes and then lift your hips up and back. Really press through the hands and the arms. Downward facing dog. And then go ahead and just pedal out the feet right away. So you're bending one knee and then the other knee. Warming up the calves, the whole backs of the legs here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Again, see if you can find the shoulder blades on the back and a little bit of that feeling that you could hold a pencil between the shoulder blades. Yeah, the armpits deepen here. And then find a little stillness. Really let the head fall heavy. Soften the face. Breathe in and come to plank pose. Look forward. Breathe out, lower all the way to the belly. Untuck the toes here. And then take the hands underneath the armpits. Elbows pull back. Breathe in and lift the head and the chest. Breathe out, stay here. A cobra pose. Yeah, the shoulders, bring the shoulder blades onto the back. Shoulder blades reach towards one another. The elbows will help guide the shoulder blades into place. Feel the muscles of the back engaging, especially the upper back. Breathing in. And just take the forehead to the mat. Let the heels splay to either sides. Bring your forearms to the sides here and just let the shoulders sink down towards the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out. You can swivel the hips side to side as well. And then press through the hands. Lift yourself up to a Sphinx pose. Take a look at the forearms and just make sure that the arms are parallel. Fingers are spread wide. And then as if you were going to slide your mat towards your belly, just activate the hands and the forearms a little bit. And that'll allow you to pull the chest a little bit through the shoulders. Again, shoulder blades you'll feel them on the back here. The legs are active. Tops of the feet pressing down. If this is too much on the low back, just move the hands straight forward. And then again, find that little bit of pulling back. Really nice. And then if you took the elbows forward, take them back underneath the shoulders. And this time you're going to tuck the toes. Press down through the forearms and lift the hips up for forearm plank. The gaze will be at the thumbs or the index fingers. And then see if you can pull the belly button towards the spine. Press down through the forearms. You'll feel a little bit of a puffing up of the upper back. But we want somewhere in between. So we don't want to be pushing completely into the dome of a cat pose. We don't want to be sinking all the way down. So we've got a nice strong base here. Using the belly a little bit here to support the arms and the back, but ultimately those shoulder blades are on the back. Keep looking forward. And then lift the hips up and begin to walk the toes towards the elbows. Let the head hang heavy. Dolphin pose. This will be a nice little stretch for the upper back, while also building some strength there as well. You're still pressing through the forearms. If you need to pedal the feet, you can. Maybe you bring the toes a little bit closer to the elbows. Just go ahead and keep the head heavy here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Let's take the knees to the mat. Really, really nice work. Hands come underneath shoulders. Cross the ankles behind you. Roll over the feet and extend your legs long. From here, hug your right knee into the chest. Take your left hand back, or your right hand back behind you. Left arm comes up. Breathe in. Feel lengthen the sides of the waist. Breathe out. Wrap your left arm around the left knee and turn to the right. Make this a gentle twist, but do make the elbows move in opposite directions. See if you can find that stretch or opening across the upper muscles of the back. Yeah, and the gaze can follow that right shoulder. If there's any strain in the neck, just look straight out from your sternum. Let's take one more cycle of breath here, just watching a cycle in and out. Come back to center and extend your right leg long. We'll take the other side. Hug the left knee into the chest. Take your left hand back behind you. Right arm reaches up. Go ahead and flex through the right foot. And then exhale, right arm hugs the left knee. Make the elbows go wide. So there's a little bend in the elbows. Then you're just revolving over to the left. The gaze can follow the left shoulder. But if there's strain in the neck, just look straight ahead. Trust your body and what it is communicating to you. Notice the opening across the upper back here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And on the exhale, come back to center. Extend your legs long once again. This time you'll bend the knees a little bit. Catch behind the knees. And roll yourself onto your back. Take the feet just hip width distance. Let the knees knock in. And cross the elbows over the chest. So the right arm will be in front, and then the hands just relax down by the shoulder blades. Again, finding a little space here for the upper back, relieving any last bits of tension or stress or anxiety that we might be holding in the shoulders. So let the shoulders sink down as if you were going to make your neck really long. And then put the opposite arm in front. The left arm comes in front. Same thing here. Finding just a little bit more space for the neck, the shoulders, the shoulder blades. Knowing that we've also built strength and stability in this area of the body, so we can find sustainable seated positions for work or even for, entertainment or play. Heel toe the feet so that they come in line with the hips, and then extend one leg long and then the other one. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Just reach the fingertips so you're finding a nice kind of spread of the shoulder blades, but equally the shoulder blades are right underneath you, and then just let the arms fall down by the sides. Now completely let yourself relax. Let the upper arm bones sink towards the floor. And just notice this natural curve of the spine and how the chest is open here. There's space to breathe, for the heart to beat. Plenty of room for everything without excess tension or holding. Soften your face, even the jaw. Soften the inner and outer corners of the eyes, even the inner ears. The muscles of the face are smooth. I invite you to stay here a little bit longer in this shavasana. Thank you so much for joining me today for yoga for the upper back muscles. Bring the hands to touch in front of your heart. Feel the warmth of the hands pressing together, and then take the thumbs to the third eye or the space between the eyebrows. Be proud of your work today. And then we say namaste. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you're looking for ways to reduce stress, anxiety, and tension in your body and your mind so that you can show up as your best self at work and at home, I work with women one-on-one to do just that, using the tools of yoga, meditation, and mindset work, ultimately helping women get promoted and take on leadership roles at work without burning out. If this is interesting to you at all, go to my website at marialoida.com and send me a message to set up your free consultation to see if this work is right for you. See you soon.